This is a nice windmill which can be placed in any kind of level or even in the animations. I mean in cinematic setup. So let's adjust the speed of this. If I basically its speed can be adjusted. For example, if I do just 50, and here you can see this it is quite large, and if I do it's 15, it is basically the effect of that. And if we do 10 or 5, so this is let's make this windmill. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to create some kind of windmill. At least we are going to try. So let's see the windmill, which is basically used in the energy production, not production, basically conversion. This kind of windmill, or you can say this kind of windmill. Actually, this won't be this much high quality or detailed, but I am just going to show you the functionality, and you can just implement that functionality anywhere in your game or something like that. So we're going to create this wind turbine, you can say this kind of wind turbine. So let's get started. I'm here in my content browser, and I have created a blueprints folder. You can create blueprints folder to keep the blueprints organized, or you can create it in any folder. I'm going to create in blueprints folder, and I will just right click blueprint class actor, and I will call it windmill. BP stands for blueprint. I will open it here. Of it's loading. Okay, here we need to keep the sense of scale, like how much in the height and other dimensions this should be. So what we will do, we will just go to content, third person, third person, and under blueprints we will just drag this here. You can basically proceed without this guy. If you don't have any mannequin here, you can proceed without it. I'm just keeping it here for the sense of scale. So not this one. Come on, come on. Okay, I have not selected this. We will just replace it somewhere. Okay, click on this windmill BP, add, and add a cylinder, basically cylinder. This is a shape, this cylinder, and as you can see, it is the size of this. And if we look at the reference of this windmill height, this is quite large. As you can see, this is quite large, and human beings at stand nowhere about this. So if we cannot implement this much kind of detail and scale to Unreal Engine, so we will just use an approximate and an appropriate value. First of all, unlock this. If it is locked, just open the lock, and to the z-axis we will apply about 5 times to this, or 15 times to this. So as you can see, it's this one still it is small. 20 times to this. I think this is good. Now relocate it like this, so it is actually above the grid. It should be above the grid. Yep. And this is the basic pole which on which the windmill stands. So this long pole we have created this. Now we need to create the blades and this rotor and this turbine which converts the electricity. For creating turbine, we are not going to, as we are not going in much detail, because we are going to use this asset in the game or somewhere like this, where it is just standing far away from the viewer. So we will just create a cube here, bring it upward, and increase its scale to x-axis or something like that. Let's say two times to this. This could be good, or let's create it 3 times so it would be like this. Like this. And now again create on this, create a sphere, drag this sphere upward, and now we need to zoom in a little to see how much it is actually. Okay, we will make it look like this. We need to basically increase its size. We will lock it and increase it little so it resizes uniformly. I think this is fair. Now we um, need to create the blades of this mill. So here there is a simple thing. We can create either this kind of blocks wings, and we can also design our wings. So let me show you the wings created with cube. And if I just unlock this and increase the size to uh, 515 maybe, and bring it upward further and further to z-axis to, and now I will just change the, it's 0.2 or something like this. As now if you look at this from far away, it looks like this. Let's duplicate it and rotate this along z-axis to 45, and again duplicate it and rotate it to 90. Actually this is not good, 90 is not good. Let's do it 140. Basically we have to divide 360 into 3, so we will simply do 360 divided by 3, which is 120 about each of these. So we will also set this rotation to 120. That's something wrong. Okay. Which could be 120 as well, and this is 0 degrees, the other one at 190. Let's bring it at 190. Sorry, it's not 190, I mean that 120. 360 divided by 3, that would be 120. And now if we add this 120 with 120, it would be 240, and I think this should be 240 degrees rotated. 240 degrees. Come on. and this one also. I think let's pay a look at this from far away. There is something wrong. It is basically the wing size changes according to perspective. But this is something like this. It would be a windmill like this if we just rotate this one as well. Uh, kind of minus 10. Oh god, this is really, here my math is, wow, I'm really bad at designing things. And as you can see, if we just do 0 and if we do 5 and 120, it makes no sense. 0 degrees, 120. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just keeping it at 0 degrees. You can see this is not good configuration, and it's not even good looking, as you can see. But we can make it a good looking. The blades are totally looking fake. Blades are looking totally fake, and we have to redesign the blade, a single blade. The issue is that the Unreal Engine does not provide any kind of API to edit the meshes, as Unreal Engine does not provide any way to directly edit this mesh. So we will have to do it in the level. So we will just go here in the level, and I have created this. I will just delete it and create a new one. In the modeling, I will just create a new cylinder here. Click here and drag and drop. Come on, this cylinder is hesitating. Okay, and here we will rotate it. First of all, we have to accept it, and then we will rotate it to x-axis 90 degrees, and then bring it upward. Bring it upward so we can edit it freely. Here we need to make it look like a real wing, real blade, which is like this, smaller from the beginning, bigger at the start, and then slowly and gradually reducing in the size. And it's like this shape, like an oval shape. Oval shape is not like pure cylindrical. So we will edit it like that. We will lock this. No, we're not going to lock this. We will change its size along the axis at which we want to make it look like a real wing, real blade. So it's like this now, cylindrical. Now we need to edit its geometry. We will under the modeling mode, we will click on the poly edit. Sorry, not this, poly edit. We can also do poly deform, but not going to do here. We will extrude it. Instead of doing that, we should do it in a little nice chunks to uh, keep our material synchronized, like this. That would be good. Again, we will extrude it, just a block, and then again extrude it can again extrude it and again extrude it. No, we can just extrude it once more and then reduce the size of the tip, which we have to do where selecting this box, just click on this cube and move your mouse inward and outward. It changes the size of that. Sorry, my camera is too fast. We have to look it from top so we can keep the it's like that. And same with this one, just move the mouse in and out and it will resize. Like this. And now for this one, we will just reduce the size. We will reduce the size so it looks like this. Let's accept it. And it is still not that good shape. It's not still not high quality. As you can see, what we will do, we will just do poly edit, and from here, sorry, not poly edit, there we can also subdivide it. We will do subdivide, and it's up to you to which level you want to subdivide. The more you subdivide, the more it will be quality increasing, so it will become high quality, more meshes, and it will also become more difficult to compute for the computer because of the more points to calculate location wise. So we will just accept it. I'm just doing it once, otherwise you can just increase its edit. I will save it, and now I don't know where it is. I will just delete this one, the old one. I don't know where it is, so we will just right click on this. When we have selected this, we right click on this and browse to asset. This is the our asset. We need to save it, copy, go to our wherever you want to keep it, bring it here. Sorry, it didn't copy. Browse to asset, right click, or just control C and control V. Where is copy, copy, copy? Hold on. Duplicate, control X, why it is not coming here? Okay, we will add it from there, don't worry about that. Where it is just gone somewhere. All third person character maps generated, under generated this one, and this we can bring it in third person. Move here, it is moved there. Now we will just go to third person and we will just go to upward one level up. If it is not doing that, we have to do it this way. We will bring it into our required directory, and from the windmill BP we will open it. Now drag this, sorry, drag over this cylinder. I will just rename it to windmill blade, and this would be kind of strange when we bring it here. As you can see, its dimension is not there oriented properly. We will first of all we'll just rotate it. rotate it to 90 degrees. It makes no sense. Rotate it to 90 degrees and resize it to fit the size of our windmill. So we will lock it, it's resizing, and resize it down like this. Okay, we will move it upward. And we know we need to change its material. We will click we'll go to content, starter content, and under materials there would be kind of metal and metal. We will just select one of those metals. It's up to you whichever you select. It's basically not the metal in real life, but we need to make it look like that because it's painted in that sense. We will select any of the metals and apply it, so it's like this. Now it looks like a real blade of that windmill. It is shiny, but it's okay. Now we need to check which one was the front side. Yes, this one was, and it is still a little bit fat, isn't it? It's thick, a lot of thick. It's thick. We need to change. We will just unlock the scale and sorry, we will change its it's 0 0.1, 0 0.05, 0 0.01. We will just do it 1, and it will be 0 0.01 or something like that. 0 0.1. It's up to you at which thickness you want to keep it. Now the next issue is that we need to align these blades together so it makes sense, not the previous one. So we need to rotate it. Now let's rotate it to something like this, and also it would, let's just keep it 90 degrees so it should be linear, and 10. No, let's see what is the angle between the blades of that. What could be the angle of these? What is that angle actually? Rotation direction, rotator. Oh, of course, we know about it. What is the angle between each of those? That's basically it's a, oh yeah. So each one is a right angle triangle. No, it's not right angle triangle. It's just a triangle. Of course, it would be triangle. But what is the internal distance? This would be 90. This would be 45 of each. So this would be 45 degrees. We need to Okay, then no, we don't need to do that. We need to change that size, of course. We need to end one of the rotations. Yes, this one. And this one to 0. And to 0. Now it looks like this flat plate. Now the actual math problem. If this is total 360 and each of these should be having 240 degrees among each other, and if we rotate one of those at this one would be the 45 and other one would be 45 90 plus 45 135. Now we just duplicate it by control D. Actually we need to control D. Which cube is it? Okay, yeah, that's good. Control D, and by duplicating it, and 45 plus 45 and plus 45, that would be 135, like this, and the next one as well. Let's duplicate it, control D, and now if we add 135 plus 90 225, that's kind of weird. Now if we add 45, no, that's not 20, 225 to what it could be. $215. 305. I really don't know about the math of this, but it's not that angle. Maybe 215 plus 30 plus 45, it's 260. Maybe I think this one could be 260. It's something like this. I will leave it here. Not going to touch this rotation anymore, but we have to adjust these so these fit the rotor. We will move this back. Actually we have to move all of these to come to the rotor, so I will bring all of these here. And make sure it fits the rotor. Also we need to change the material, this one, and this one, and like this. It's kind of weird. I still think something is fishy. Okay, so here we need to, it's too shiny, we need to change the material of these. So we will select material, suitable material. Suitable, which could be suitable material? That's the tech panel. There's the steel. This is less shiny. I think this could be good. Come on, apply it. Yeah, that's fine. We will apply this to all of these. It's still that material. Oh my goodness. Basic wall, basic floor. We need to point some kind of, just apply basic wall material, and to this as well, and to this as well. Come on, come on. Now you can see the wings are about the size of the base, about this. So what we will do, we will basically increase this size. Now go there, unlocked, and increase it to 20 to 30 and bring it down. Yeah, that's nice. I think that's good. Now let's place it in our level and check if it is really good or it's just our assumption. We will place it here. Of course, we need to delete that mannequin we had added, this third person BP character, and compile it. Rotate it. Let's see. Mhm. I think this is enough. This is suitable. No, sorry, I did not intended to show that. No, let's make it rotate. I think. We have to change its direction so we can see it clearly. We'll just rotate it to 90 degrees, and it points to our character when we run the game. It's there is something still there is something wrong with the angle of the blades. You can adjust it if you are good at maths and geometry. I am not good at that. Now we need to make it rotate. Here comes our basic logic. We will open this BP and go to event graph, and in the event tick we will be rotating this cube. We can rename it, let's say rotor. We will need to rotate this rotor, and if you want to see the effect of rotating this rotor, I can show you here. If we rotate this, now we need to see, of course, at which angle we are going to rotate. It needs to be rotated along the x-axis, so we will be rotating it like this, and it will be like this. Now the issue is that rotor should not be doing it like this way. So what we are going to do is basically, sorry, I will just reset. Yeah, it's reset. Actually, we don't need to rotate the whole of that back. We need to rotate just this part, this section. We will parent all of these to here. I will bring it here and bring this one under this, and other blade as well here. Now if I select this and rotate it along x-axis, it rotates without rotating the actual back rotor. I will rename it. I will rename it to call it let's say turbine, and I will call this one the rotor. Now let's rotate it. In the event graph, we need to set the rotation of this. We can basically need to set the angle of rotation. So I will drag this here and drop it here, and then get relative rotation, split this structure pin, and from here set relative rotation, and split this as well. We don't need to modify y and z axis, so we will just do it like this. Now we need to modify x axis, so I will do it 1. I will just drag this from here and add plus, and put this value 1 here, and here. Now under the event tick we will just drag and drop, basically connect these two. Now if we go to our panel, we can see it rotating, but the speed is too slow. We need to change the speed, and we need to give the option of the speed in these values. So we will create a variable speed and change its type to float, and compile and keep its speed by default 2. And now we, instead of adding just 1, we will drag this and drop in here. Let's make some space. I will make it look more nicer. Actually this is the connection points, but I'm using it for that purpose. Also fit this, so it does not make a mess. Now it would change the speed according to the speed we set with the instance. Sorry, we did not make it instance editable. Click on this variable and click on this instance editable. Now compile it, and then we will just update the speed. So now let's do it here, and it's 2 speed, and if we edit the speed to be 10, we can edit it, as you can see. It's simple. I don't know from where we can see it. Let me place it far away from here, so we can see it from the level moving. Not this much far, I think. Bring it back and reset rotation to 0 or -90. -90, let's do 180, like this. No, let's see, it would be like this. And you can basically change the speed of that. Sorry, that's the another one. I hope you like the video. You can actually set the angle. It's a little bit weird. You can set the angle if you're good at math, so you just find somewhere how these guys set where the right angle of that. So that's it. I hope you like the video, and to make it a little bit more sensible, let me create this, put this actually somewhere in the maps. I will just go to third person and maps, copy this map, place it here, and name it, rename it, and name it open map. Open it, save everything whatever it is, and now I will just delete whatever I have here. Delete this one. I will just go to landscape mode and create this landscape, and from the materials, basic floor, basic wall, clay, bush, concrete, and here I grass. Okay, I will choose the grass material and create. It will apply the shaders. In the meanwhile, you can, oh sorry, it basically went below the, come on. Okay, we have to go to selection mode, click on this and bring it up, so it is above the, that whatever I mean, above the landscape. So you can see now it is placed in the open fields. So that is our windmill. Nice windmill. I hope you guys like the video, and if you really like the video, just subscribe to my channel. I just bring more and more boring kind of tutorials. Bye bye, take care of yourself.